Let's continue. Zone is inside of you, and that is your spiritual being. The outside of you is your human existence. That is where you are in the time zone. So if they can separate you from the two, because your spiritual being gives you power, right? If they can separate you from your zone, then they can deplete you of your power. So what do? They separate the time zone, right, which is your human existence, from your zone. When they are separated, right, we know the human existence needs power. Are you listening to me? We know the human existence needs power to survive, right? So when the two are separated, when you separate the time zone from the zone, that means that your zone is going to pull, right, to get that human existence power back. This is where they put you in a time slot, a zone, right? They're separating the two. They know that your human existence is going to pull on that spiritual power. Where are you? Drunk, high. So they take you, right? They have that time slot. If you're high or drunk for 45 minutes, they take that time slot, right? And they put you in a reality where the two are separated, right? It's like somebody took a chair and they sat in between the human existence and your spiritual being, right? So in that chair, they know that your human existence, right, is separate from your spiritual being. They know your human existence needs the empowerment, the strength from your spiritual being. So what do? They sit in a chair between you, right? They sit in a chair between you and they collect in the power that your spiritual being is pulling on, right, to keep you alive. So they sitting in the middle of it, collecting your divine power. This is the reality that they placed you on in another dimension. Because they know you need to maintain survival, right? They know you are intoxicated. They know you are high. So you can't receive, right? You cannot receive the power of the Spirit. They know when this foreign object comes into your temple of worship, right? They know the spiritual being is going to move to the side. So you are already weak. You are already weak before because the spiritual being has moved to the side. You brought a foreign object in. This is how they know. Since your spiritual being moved to the side, you're already weak. So they separate the two in your time period of being drunk and high, and your time period of having unprotected sex. These are all tactics of the enemy, right? They know that you are vulnerable. Why? Because, first of all, we're not supposed to be putting nothing toxic in our body, and we're not supposed to be breaking the spiritual laws or the commandments of the Heavenly Father and the universal earthly mother of nature. We know that. So they know right then and there. Father's going to have a problem with you because you're being disobedient, right? So they know your spiritual being already moved to the side. So they know that whatever you put in your body is going to affect you because you are now at 25% out of 100% protected by the Spirit. Now, the 25% has to be there because you still need to survive. You still need to survive. Your ancestors want you to get this message. You still need to survive. But think about it. If you're getting 25% of that life force, brothers and sisters, if you're getting 25% of that life force, where's the other 75% going? They need you to survive, right? They need to pull on that life force because your human existence don't need 25% of it, right? Your human existence needs the 100% of it. But they're willing to give you 25% to keep you in that vulnerable state of being high, right? And being drunk, intoxicated. They're willing to give you that. Because you are under a heavy illusion, you are under hypnosis, drugs and alcohol place you under hypnosis, brothers and sisters. See through the illusions. Drugs and alcohol, unprotected sex, places you in a hypnosis. What happens in your hypnosis? You become vulnerable. Do people get in accidents, brothers and sisters, when they're high or drunk? They became vulnerable. Do people catch sexually transmitted diseases when they have unprotected sex? They became vulnerable. Are you listening to me? I can't preach to you, right? Unless I went through it. When you do anything on this earth that is not righteous in the eyes of Yahweh, you become vulnerable. So they allow you to get drugs in your body, get alcohol in your body, have unprotected sex. They allow you to break the laws. They made a arrangement in your discipline on this planet. Are you following me? Here's the arrangement. They said, listen, we don't have limitations. We don't have restrictions. They was brought on this planet to learn a lesson and pass a test. So in our discipline, we want to put the drugs in them, put the alcohol in them, have unprotected sex. It's not us breaking the law. It's them breaking the law. It's not us that came across the energetic signature and authorized it in our bodies. It is them who did it. So we're not going to be held accountable. But if they're here to learn a lesson and pass a test, I'm all for it. And if I can get the benefits out of it, I'm all in it. Are you following me? So they said, if they take the drugs in, if they take the alcohol in, if they have unprotected sex, hey, not my fault. They ingested it. They authorized it to come on it. All we did was invest. So when you get drunk or high, when you have unprotected sex, right? Your spiritual being knows, oh my goodness, they done broke spiritual laws. They done broke the commandments. They're bringing in a foreign object into the temple of worship. Let me protect myself. We cannot take to another realm or the kingdom or into a star any diseases, any alcohol, any drugs. We cannot take any foreign objects from this planet. We cannot take it. It has to stay here. Why does it have to stay here? Because it came from another realm, brothers and sisters. It is a demonic force that is trying to get into your kingdom. What is your kingdom? Your spiritual being. What is your kingdom? Your spiritual inheritance. They want all of it. Your ancestors want you to know they're breaking it down for you here today. They want all of it. Things flow on this planet. Your cable, your telephone, your computer, your laptop, your car. It flows on this planet because of you. Because of your power. Because of your spiritual inheritance. They don't want you to get into your spiritual inheritance. So they try to keep you chained and binded to discipline you. So when you get drunk or high or have unprotected sex, right? They know you have to maintain life. They know that when you take drugs and alcohol or unprotected sex into your temple, right? They know they have a chance to manipulate the energy with their frequency to hypnotize you. That means they're removing you from your time zone and placing you into their time zone, right? Because you separated the human existence, the spiritual being. Remember, the spiritual being was here and your, right? In your human existence, the spiritual being was here. Y'all was one and one. As soon as you took in a foreign object, broke a spiritual law, right? This is where your human existence and your spiritual being went. Now, this is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100% of your spiritual being, right? That is empowering your human existence. This is your human existence. Here's your spiritual being. This is your power, right? You take in toxicity, drugs, alcohol, unprotected sex. You break spiritual laws, you break commandments, right? And it starts going like this. You took it in. It left you with 20%, right? Here you are. This is you. This is your human existence. Do you see all the time in between the two? That is when you are high. This is when you are drunk. This is when your 20% is maintaining your human existence. The 80%, look where it is. There's somebody sitting right in the middle of your human existence who is pulling on your divine power, right? Because your human existence only has 20%. It is lacking the 80%, right? To get back to its normal state. Remember, you are high and drunk. And your human existence knows something's off, right? So it is pulling, right? It's pulling the 80% to come back in. You need to get back to that 100%, right? But they placed you in a hypnosis, a hypnotic state, right? You're under a heavy illusion. You're drunk, you're high, and you're having unprotected sex. Meanwhile, your human existence is trying to get back to that 100%, but it's only getting 80. I mean, it's only getting 20%, right? It's pulling, 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 pulling. You're in another reality, another dimension. It's trying to pull. It's trying to get that 80% back. Now, when it's pulling on to get that 80% back, somebody's in the middle, right? Somebody's in the middle taking all of that 80% from you. Now, they're sitting in the middle till however long they want to take your divine power, steal your spiritual inheritance, right? This is them taking it all in. This is you trying to get it back. But they are intervening that frequency from you, right? And they're taking it. You're still high. You're still drunk. You're still having unprotected sex. They take 50%, right, of your life force, of your spiritual inheritance. 50% they took, right? They're allowing the other 30% to come back to you, right? Because they're done. The 20%, right, plus the 30% is what you received in your spiritual life force. Your spiritual life force don't have enough power to come back into your existence. This is why you have a hangover. You lost life force. This is why you're coming down off your high slow. You lost 50% of your life force. This is why you have to recuperate. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. This is why you have to recuperate after having unprotected sex. Now, you only have 50% of your strength. You became vulnerable. Now, you have no idea what happened in the time period that you was vulnerable, right? Had that much time in your hypnotic state to take advantage of your conscious mind. They planted in it addiction. Are you following me? They planted in it a drug is more important than your job. They planted in it alcohol is more important than your job. They planted in it I can go to work drunk. They won't know. They planted in it I can go to work high. They won't know. They planted in it. It's okay that you had sex without protection. Nothing's going to happen to you. You can do it again. They planted in it. Don't pay that bill. Get some drugs. They planted in it. Don't pay those bills. Drink some alcohol. They planted in it. You have a hangover. You might as well call out. They'll be okay. Are you following me? So here we are, 50%. 50%. Here we are. Human existence. 50%. This is where you're hurting. You have a hangover. You're high. You're tired from unprotected sex. Your body needs to recuperate, to get you back to that 100% of power. So what do you do to recuperate? Sleep? Are you following me? Your ancestors is breaking it down for you here today. You will stay in this state till after you sleep. When you sleep, you will get your power back. Now, this is what they don't tell you on this planet. Every time you bring this infraction inside of you, the soul to your spirit tears. You cannot mend your soul back. Once it tears, that's it. It stays torn. Every time you do it, it tears away from the soul, the spirit. Every time you do it, when the soul tears away from, the soul is your Akashic records. So when the soul tears away from your spiritual being, your human existence becomes weaker. In other words, every time you drink alcohol, every time you do drugs, every time you have unprotected sex, you are depleting, decreasing your life force. This is why a lot of our brothers and sisters go home with a premature death. Your ancestors are giving you the wisdom here today on how they got to the kingdom before their time. Your lost loved ones are telling you how they got to the kingdom before their time. They had people come in their lives. Are you listening to me? Who did not have control, who was not obedient. They did drugs, they did alcohol, they had unprotected sex, they broke spiritual laws and commandments in their life, and they brought the brokenness. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. Here's where your toxicity comes in. They brought the brokenness of themselves into the lives of your lost loved ones, your ancestors. Your lost loved one allowed that person's energy of distraction, of distortion, of toxicity, of poison to cross their energetic signature. They authorized them to be in their life. It is because of them they are no longer here. They do not want this to happen to you. They have left this world in the respect of you. They have left this world in honor of you. They have left this world as an increase of you. They have left this world as a support of you. They have left this world to clear your path of life. They're telling you what they accepted in their life. They're telling you why they're no longer here. Brothers and sisters, they want you to know here today, they are in here deep. Oh my goodness. They want you to know here today a sickness of any sort came in. You came on this planet 1000% healthy unless the mother was not healthy. You came on this planet 1000% healthy. Why? You was born in every spiritual law. You was born in every commandment. This is your earthly school. Inside of your spiritual being is every carved spiritual law. Inside of your spiritual being is every carved commandment. The lessons and tests is through this, the flesh, the image, the body. I hear somebody saying, "Oh, I got it. I got what she's saying." I'm glad you did. If they can get you to separate from the spiritual being, right, in the human existence, do you see all this space in between that they get to do whatever they want to do with you? Listen, it's not just in between here. Do you see the space over my head? Do you see the space on the left side of me? Do you see the space on the right side of me? Do you see the space behind me? They have all this space to trick you. All they need to do is get you out of your time zone. The dark black matrix don't want you to know this secret. Because if you know this secret, you will shut down their power. They gotta get you to a hypnotic state of heavy illusions to steal your spiritual inheritance. Do you know when you're at 50% like this? You're recuperating, right? When you have a hangover, when you're coming down off your high, when you're resting after you have sex, right? The spiritual being is making its way back into your human existence. Remember, your body's going through all these things because they took you to another zone to take advantage of you, unbeknown to you. So your body is going through these things because you're trying to break away from the reality. You're trying to break away from the time zone, right? That they placed you in on another dimension to steal from you. This is why Earth Angel Chosen Ones, the 144, we are a threat to the dark matrix. Let me tell you why. Because we do not mess with any poisons and we do not have any toxicity in our lives because we know what they're doing to steal the spiritual inheritance. They cannot steal the spiritual inheritance from our Earth Angel Chosen One. Why? Because we do not take in the things of this world. Are you following me? We are here, brothers and sisters, trying to help you keep yours. We are here to deliver truth and clarity to you. This is why they try to hide us. This is why they put us in the shadows. This is why they don't want us to teach you, because they know if we teach you and you take your power back, it's a wrap. I'm talking about from the top down to the bottom. It's a wrap. You will be taking back your spiritual inheritance from all these people that stole it from you. So this is why these folks will hire people. Officials, governments, they will hire people. Why? To spread lies and rumors and smear campaigns and hate trains on the internet to trick you. They send all their trickster spirits on the internet to trick you, confuse you. Didn't they do a very well job of that with COVID? They placed so many heavy illusions up over you. They forced anxiety, forced stress, forced despair, forced depression, and they wanted to cave it in more, right? Let's get them more depressed, more stressed out, more anxiety, more depression. Put the bodies on the TV, show them that we're throwing them in the trucks. Are you listening to me? If we can get them down in a low vibration, low self-esteem, show them the bodies in the hospital. Show them the bodies that we're throwing on the trucks. Show them the bodies that's piling up in the in the funeral home. Show them. We need to get them down to low vibration, low self-esteem. We need to take their conscious mind. We need to take their spiritual being. We need to take their human existence. We need to separate the two. Put them on our reality, in our dimension. We need to siphon their spiritual inheritance. Here's an insight they don't want you to know. When you live in a lot of negative energy, toxicity, poisons, and frequencies, you can beat it all. Live in a high vibration, high self-esteem, and maintain your peace. They don't like you if you live in peace. They're going to send you all kinds of attacks. Know why? Know why they send it to you? They lost your spiritual inheritance. So this is why. Listen to me. This is why. They sacrifice influencers. They sacrifice prophets. They tried to sacrifice the 140, but they lost. So they angry. They didn't get our spiritual inheritance. They didn't get our ancestors' generational wealth. They angry about it, but they can't have it. Do you know? You have the same thing. Did they teach you that in church? No. Did they teach you that in school? No. It was a secret about your life. The churches wanted your spiritual inheritance. The schools wanted your spiritual inheritance. The officials, the government wanted your spiritual inheritance and your ancestral generational wealth. They wanted it. When I sit on here, brothers and sisters, and I say, let's go build our empires, people will be like, she's crazy. Where's she going to build an empire at? Does she see our world is already built? What did I tell you? A person that mentions that, they have them locked in the program. They have them locked in the human existence. They have them locked in another reality and another dimension. They are separated away from their spiritual being. You cannot receive direct communication from Yahweh like this. Like this, right? And you don't put no poisons in your body. You get rid of all that toxicity and distractions and negativity and unwanted frequencies out of your energy. And you're in alignment, right? They told us to pray like this, right? This is the human existence, right? And your spiritual being in alignment. They didn't teach you that either, right? They didn't teach you that you was praying to be in universal alignment with your spirit, right? And your human existence, to receive direct communication from Yahweh. That's why you pray, right? To receive direct communication from Yahweh. So they did everything in their power, brothers and sisters, to move you away from the praying, the alignment, the separation. They opened you up to all this space. So when I'm talking and I say, let's go build up the empires, right? And somebody say, she's crazy. She don't know what she's talking about. How are we going to build empires and we already live in this world? They got them. They locked them in the dark matrix. They locked them in a low frequency. They locked them in chains and bonds. They locked them in. They reinforce drugs, reinforce alcohol, reinforce toxicity, reinforce poisons, reinforce frequencies into that person's conscious mind. They reconstructed their whole life. To their reality. Not the person's, theirs. They conditioned the person to only see a surface life. They can't see below the veil. They can't see over the veil. They can't see to the left of the veil or the right of the veil because they're stuck in their human existence. Chained and binded to the dark matrix. They have them programmed. They built this world. This is the building that I accept in my life. Program. I see this building. This is the only building I see in my life. Program. They brainwashed them with distractions, distortions, illusions, frequencies. They brainwashed them. They said, this is it. This is all. And they settled. The people who's ascending into higher and higher levels of the universe, they understand this alignment, this universal alignment right here with my human existence and my spiritual being must be here at all times. Or this can happen. We said, come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. We have so much to share with you. Come on in here. Come on in here. You win. Ooh, glory be to your name. You win. Glory, glory, glory. You win. Come on in here. Brothers and sisters, your lost loved ones here today saying to you, don't accept a premature death in your life. They are giving you the keys to unlock and let it go. They're giving you the keys to show you what is happening, how it's happening, and what to do about it. They're giving you the keys of wisdom, knowledge, and comprehension here today. When you believe, you receive blessings, and rewards in your life. Lack and poverty is going to be if you let it. Your ancestors are giving you the insights, the wisdom to know how to get to your spiritual inheritance. You have an ancestral generational wealth waiting on you in the kingdom. Why are you settling? Why are you keeping yourself stuck, chained, and binded to a dark matrix on the outside of you that's stealing from you, taking your light, taking your life, taking your love? Your ancestors went ahead of you to pave the way for you. They're telling you here today, this is why we died. They never allowed us to have a spiritual awakening. They kept us like this. We got high and we went here. We went higher, we went here. We went higher, we went here. They tore our spirits away from our souls. We got drunk. We went here. We got drunk. We went here. We got drunk. We went here. They tore our souls from our spirits. And when our souls tore away from our spirits, we died a premature death. We left you not because of us. Oh, the ancestors are here. We left here not because of you. We left here because someone else who was not righteous in the eyes of Yahweh walked into our life and separated us. From Yahweh. You see all this space? That's the reality they took them on. That's how they took. Follow me. That's how they siphoned. Harvested. Stole. Their spiritual inheritance. All good money is an even energy exchange. It is stated in your heartbeat, money is the root of all evil. that was reinforced, reconstructed, conditioned, programmed, and brainwashed into your conscious mind on a surface life. Money, currency, energy, exchange is the root. Yahweh did not create money to be the root of all evil. That was man. That was woman who changed it. That was woman or man who placed curses on it. That was woman or man that placed blood all over it. Your ancestors today, your lost loved ones today, want you to cleanse that off of your money. The curse and the blood. They want the money to come in your hand, and they want you to cleanse off the blood, cleanse off the curses that man or woman placed on it because it wasn't Yahweh. This is why you're in lack and poverty. Man or woman place curses and blood on your money. Today, your lost loved ones and your ancestors want you to break that curse and remove that blood off of it. How? Place the money where Yahweh blessed you to be. That's how. Place the money where Yahweh want you to be. Let's keep going. Place it on things that maintain your life. Do you see where we're going? Do you see how the reinforced, reconstructed, conditioned, programmed, let me say that again, programmed, brainwashed surface life they purposely positioned you in? Think about it. A 401k, right, is another place to put your money, right? You have all these bills, you have all these things, and you buy all these things, and you do all these things. And then you have a 401k. So you got to part the money there. After they take that out, right, for the 401k, you got to part the money there, here, 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 here. Where are you at? Where are you positioned? In lack and poverty, right? Are you the 401k? No, you're not. You're taking the currency of your money and giving it to somebody else as your retirement, right? Why? Are you not the 401k? Are you not the investor? Are you not the investment So why are you, here you go, hold that for me. Do you not trust yourself? You trust somebody else securing your retirement money for you in a building somewhere, in an account somewhere, under numbers. Why do you trust them over you? Reinforced, reconstructed, conditioned, program, 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 program. Just give us your money and we will protect it. Program. You can trust us. You don't know us, but you can trust us. Program, 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 program. This is how they're looking at you. Yeah, I look ridiculous, but this is how they're looking at you. Robot, 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 robot. This person don't know me, but they trust me. This person don't know me, but they trust me. This person don't know me, but they trust me. Give me your money. I'll protect it. Did you ever think about why the grandparents they put their money in the bank? I'm just saying. Because when you put your money in the bank's going to get more money than you had in the bank. I just want you to think about it. Program. Put your money in the bank, it's safe. Put your money in the bank, it's safe. Trust all the people in the bank. But when we want to pinch off here, when we want to pinch off there, when we want to pinch here, when we want to pinch here, and here, and here, and here, and here, be late on something, and here, bounce a check, and here, be insufficient funds, here, be insufficient funds, here. When you drop below $50 in your savings account, we're taking $3 here. When you drop below 100 in your checking account, we're taking $6 here. Did you ever wonder why your ancestors and your lost loved ones, the older ones, used pillows? The older ones dug holes in their walls. The older ones kept it here. The older women, right here. Yeah, we good right here. Sweetie, run over to the store and get me some bread, some water. Thank you, sweetie. They ain't had no money in the bank. They moved away from the banks. They said, we're going to teach these people. Trust us, trust us, trust us. Let us have your retirement fund. Trust us, trust us, trust us. Now, I don't condone any drug dealers at all. I don't. And they don't put their money in the bank because it would bring attention to them and they would go to jail. But when I seen some of the movies and I seen how they hit it in the walls, I said, how about that? I don't condone what they do, but they don't pay no taxes on it. It ain't in nobody's business. It is nobody's business. It's private. Don't nobody know how much you have. They can't look it up in your bank account. I looked at that. I'm like, oh, how about that? You know what else they didn't do? They never kept the money where they sleep. I'm like, okay, look at this. How about that? You see, we are so programmed. Even the drug dealer said, I'm not programmed on that aspect. I'm not putting in the banks what I make. You're not going to be all in my business. I don't condone your drug dealers. I don't. Don't take this wrong. I don't. But I'm just saying your strategy and your intelligence. They said, you're not going to be in my business. My business is private to you. You're not going to be able to look at my account and tell somebody how much money I have. You're not going to tax me on it. You're not going to charge me interest on it. And you're not going to pinch it off when you want to. No, it's mine. I worked for it. It's private. And I'm going to keep it here with me. And they don't even have it where they sleep at. I said, okay. You see, every movie I watch, I learn from it. I'm like, wait a minute now. In regards to this, even though I don't condone drug dealers, but in regards to this strategy, in regards to this intelligence, the drug dealers are not in the program. They broke out of it. I don't need you to watch my money. I don't know you. I don't trust you. So why would I put my money in your hands? Hello? Brothers and sisters, did you ever ask yourself that question? I don't trust you. I don't know you. You're an institution. Why would I put my money in your hands? They said, we want domination and control over your money. The drug dealer said, I don't think so. I don't think so. You won't have domination and control over my money. You won't be pinching off of my money. Brothers and sisters, why are we allowing them to pinch off of our money? We trust them. How do you know they're not switching around the funds, boop, 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 to make you pay insufficient funds, to make your check bounce? We trust them. You don't trust yourself? These are the things that your ancestors want you to know. They believed in pillowcases. They believed in mattresses. They believed in walls. They believed in floors. And they kept every single penny. Why do banks exist? Or for your spiritual inheritance. The currency of your money is going where? In the bank. Think about it. It is existing off of your spiritual inheritance. It is existing off of your spiritual inheritance. It is existing off of your spiritual power. The currency of your energy. The reason your empires can't get built because you're putting the currency of your energy in places it shouldn't be with negative energy attached to it. I just told you the key. Everything's digital. We see you program. If you take out 10, we see you. If you put in 10, we see you. If you put in 50, we see you. I told y'all the hackers use the banks to launder money. It goes through people's accounts. You don't know. They in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Because the people who launder money don't want it to come back to them. So they use your account. In and out, in and this is worldwide. Are you listening to me? In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. This is why I'm trying to get everybody to take your power back. Don't let them use your spiritual inheritance. Don't let them use the currency of your money to do deeds that's making them richer in this world. I said you're powerful. You're powerful. Stop allowing them to take you from here, take you to here, and take you here. I trust you. I'm going to put my retirement account in your bank. I don't know you, never met you, but I trust you. We're breaking out of the matrix here today by the lost loved ones. Government, officials, it's over. We're taking back our power. You used and abused our spiritual inheritance since we was born on this planet. And my brothers and sisters here today is waking up. They're going to take their power back. And when you take your power back, you're going to see people start falling. Don't allow them. Drugs, alcohol, unprotected sex, breaking spiritual laws, breaking the commandments. Don't allow them to take you from here. Don't allow them to take you from here. Don't allow them to separate you from your sanctuary. They said, let me pull you away from your sanctuary. Trust us. Here's a warm smile. You can trust us with your retirement fund. You can trust us with your bank account. You can trust us. We're going to pinch here, pinch here. Get that credit card. We trust you. You'll pay it on time. If you have any type of problems, you lose your job, you can't pay it, we'll just take a chunk here. We'll add it here. You took out how much? 300 and you couldn't pay it back on time? Okay. Well, we'll just add interest on it. And by the time you pay it back, it'll be 900. We're going to take your spiritual inheritance. Are you following me, brothers and sisters? Get off the credit cards. Did you hear me? Get off of the credit cards. It is a matrix tactic to keep you in lack and poverty. It's a tactic of the dark matrix. Pay them all and get rid of them. If you can't pay for anything in cash with your spiritual inheritance, then don't get it. Or save up until you can get it. Stop just gifting out. Here you go, 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 here you go. This is my spiritual inheritance. You take some and 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 you take some. Stop buying things you don't need. They put end caps up by the registers for what reason? Reinforced, reconstructed, conditioned, program. You need those M&Ms. You need that Hershey bar with chocolate. You need that. You need that. You need that. You see all the gadgets they put up by the registers on display? And a nice place for you to look at. Program. Here's the bag that glows in the dark. Here's the mixer that glows in the dark. Here's the pen that glows in the dark. And you can use any color you can. Program. We want your spiritual inheritance. Buy it. Here you go. Give me all that. Your ancestors is giving you the wisdom here today, the insights to the secrets of emptying your pockets, keeping you in lack and poverty. Here you go. And you take some, 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 and you take some. And when it comes time for an emergency, when it comes time for you to pay a bill, and you don't have the money. Oh, wait. Did I really need those 10 pocketbooks? Did I really need those 40 pairs of shoes? Did I need the latest phone? Because now I don't have no money to pay the bill. Only spend money as an even energy exchange of currency, of your energy in your life. That's your spiritual inheritance. You want to spend it. You want to trust it. Trust yourself. Invest in yourself. That way nobody can't take nothing away from you. You can do with it what Yahweh needs you to do. When Yahweh sees we're responsible, brothers and sisters, in this world, he gives us increases nonstop. It's your spiritual inheritance. But if you see you cannot take care of money, you're not responsible for money, you don't know how to organize your money, you waste your money, there's no increase in your spiritual inheritance. It is man who's keeping you stuck in lack and poverty, not your Heavenly Father. It is you who's allowing them to come into your life, not your Heavenly Father. Are you here? Are you here? Because if you're here, that's man or woman on the outside of you. But if you're here, right here, in the sanctuary, in the temple, nobody can touch you. Nobody can do nothing to you. Your ancestors are here today because they love you and they honor you and they want to increase in you. So they want you to do the right thing today. I love you, brothers and sisters, so worldwide. We are moving forward in the universe, going to heights of ascendments in the universe. Are you going to join me? Are you going to stay back there in lack and poverty? You receive the keys, you receive the knowledge, you receive the wisdom, and you receive the comprehension, and you receive straight from your ancestors in the kingdom how to break free. Ancestors of the highest white light, all lost loved ones of all bloodlines on this planet. Did we say everything that needs to be said here today for your relatives and your bloodlines? Yes. Ancestors and loved ones of all bloodlines on this planet, we love you and we thank you for coming in here today to give us the wisdom, the knowledge, the comprehension, the truth, and the clarity. We thank you for this sermon here today. Please, ancestors, if there's anything else you need us to know, please come through and we'll get it out to your loved ones here today. Thank you for everything. They are saying, you're welcome. Brothers and sisters, all right. You just learned some wisdom. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We got a lot of work to do next year. We got some empires we need to build up, and I need you to be ready. You hear me? Stop just giving out. You can take some and 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 you can take some. Stop giving your money out to people who don't deserve it. Remember, they have karmic debt, karmic curses. You're taking the currency of your money, of your energy, and placing it in that karmic debt. You wondering why it won't grow? Think about it. I am Prophet One Kind, everyone. Until next time, blessings and have a great day.